2022 NBA Free Agency Big Board, top 10 players who can hit the market. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to SporTastic. Number 10, Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart has been a starter for most of the last 3 seasons, but the 21-22 campaign may be his best shot to finally show what he can do as a Boston Celtics primary point guard. Number 9, Aaron Gordon. During the brief time between his trade to the Denver Nuggets and Jamal Murray's season-ending ACL tear, Aaron Gordon looked like the last ingredient for a championship recipe. Number 8, Mikal Bridges restricted. Mikal Bridges has a chance to be more of a typical 3-and-D wing. But even if he tops out as the optimized version of that archetype, he should be one of 2022's most coveted restricted free agents. Number 7, Russell Westbrook player option. Russell Westbrook would have to have an incredible 21-22 campaign to convince him to decline his $47.1 million option the following season. But even if he does, he might have a hard time cracking the top 5 on a list like this. Everyone knows about the hustle, triple doubles, and ferociousness, but Westbrook will be entering his age 34 season in 2022. There's little no evidence to suggest his shooting numbers are heading in the right direction, and getting the best out of him already requires a roster tailored to his strengths. Number 6, DeAndre Ayton restricted. DeAndre Ayton took on a less glamorous offensive role in 2020-21, and he may have upped his long-term value in the process. He's now shown an ability to produce at an offensive focal point as he did in 2018-19 and 19-20, or something closer to a specialized rim runner. Number 5, Michael Porter Jr. restricted. Michael Porter Jr. is already one of the most effective floor spacers in the NBA. Over the course of his first 2 NBA seasons, he averaged 7 3-point attempts per 75 possessions and shot 43.9% from 3. Joe Harris is the only player in the league who matches or exceeds both marks during the same span. Porter does much more now than just move out the ball and catch and shoot threes though. He's a bona fide 3-level scorer and can dominate the glass. He's also made strides as a defender. Where he appeared lost during plenty of possessions as a rookie, his off-ball focus was much improved this past season, and he had a nose for rotating into highlight level blocks. Number 4, Zach LaVine. The notion that Zach LaVine is some kind of empty calorie scorer probably should have died a few years ago, but 2020-21 likely did it in for good. LaVine didn't just average 27.4 points, 4.9 assists, and 3.4 threes, he posted one of the most efficient high-volume seasons of all time. Among the 270 individual seasons since 1973-74, in which a player averaged at least 20 field goal attempts for 75 possessions, LaVine's 59.6 effective field goal percentage trails only 3 Stephen Curry campaigns. His 2-point percentage is 9th on the list, behind 5 Shaquille O'Neal seasons and 1 campaign each from Giannis Antetokounmpo, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James. Number 3, Kyrie Irving player option. Over the last 2 seasons with the Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie averaged 27 points, 6.1 assists, and 2.8 threes while shooting 49.8% from the field, 40% from 3, and 92.2% from the free throw line. He's a wizard with the ball, can get a shot against any perimeter defender, and often finishes at the rim with the flair few across history has possessed. There's little chance that he leaves Brooklyn, but if things go south and he opts out, all above would make him one of the market's most intriguing free agents. However, any teams that considered signing him would need to have a hint of concern for what his offensive boost would cost beyond the dollars and cents. Landing Kyrie means paying the max for a player who has yet to positively impact the franchise stability. His tenures in Cleveland and Boston both ended poorly. If he's a free agent next summer, the same will likely be true for Brooklyn. Number 2, Bradley Beal, player option. Kyrie is probably a bit better player than Bradley Beal right now. Over the last 2 seasons, they're 13th and 26th, respectively in BPM. However, Beal is a little younger, 28 compared to 29, a little bigger, 6'3 with a 6'8 wingspan compared to 6'2 and a 6'4 wingspan, and a little more reliable, 350 games over the last 5 seasons compared to 273. Regardless of how he stacks up with Irving, Beal will be in high demand if he becomes a free agent in 2022. Over the last few seasons, his 30.9 points per game ranks 2nd in the NBA behind Stephen Curry's. He's 5th in points per 75 possessions, and prolonged absence of John Wall in 2018-19 and 19-20 forced him to improve as a distributor. Number 1, James Harden player option. As was the case with Irving, James Harden seems like a near lock to return to the Brooklyn Nets even if he enters free agency next summer. With Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant in their primes, the Nets appear poised to compete for a title in the next few years. With all 3 were on the floor, Brooklyn scored 123.2 points per 100 possessions and was plus 11.1 points. It was plus 7.6 when 82 of the 3 players played. Harden's willingness to embrace the distributor role was reminiscent of his first few seasons with the Houston Rockets. His taking a step back as a scorer allowed KD and Kyrie to do what they do best, and the chemistry seemed to flourish because of that. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the next 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you all in our next video.